Welcome to our tub. Come on in. It's warm inside, and there's always room for more.
This podcast contains adult material and is intended for mature audiences only. If you're under 18, grab your rubber ducky and find another tub. This one's not for you. Hello and welcome back in the tub for episode 198. I'm Mr. Berg.
And I'm Mrs. Berg.
And this week, well, we're going to have just a little chat here as we roll in, and then we're going to wrap it up with a special guest and another interview.
Mm-hmm. So what are we chatting about?
Well, 'tis the season. It is that time of the year again.
Not the holidays, folks. It's that, but
it's award season. And really the kickoff. So a few weeks back, both X3 and AVN had their nomination party. I think we talked to someone. They were both like the middle of the week out in LA. So a little different, but they are both really upon us beginning of December here. So essentially it's less than 2 months away. 6 weeks really. When you look at X3, the XBiz convention and award show, followed up by AVN and the convention and the award show. Mm-hmm. So the nominees are out for X3, and the way that works, there is no fan voting. It is all peer voted, or most of it is peer voted. Mm-hmm. We've gone down through as, yes, believe it or not, we're considered peers. We are.
Crazy as that still sounds at times.
And X3 has a lot of awards. Mm-hmm. AVN does too. So, we've kind of gone through, but they break theirs down into 4 different categories. And that is movies in production, creators, digital media, and pleasure and retail products. Mm-hmm. So we've gone down through, and congratulations to those past guests that are nominated, whether it be in the movies and productions, under the creators, or the digital media. There were quite a few as we went down through the nominees for these. So exciting time, again, as we talked numerous times in the past, for these performers, for what they do, and to get the recognition. And yes, X3 is all peer voted.
Am I reading that right down at the bottom?
The last day is December 9th. Yes.
The last day to vote?
Yes, but this is peer. You need to be a member of XBiz.
Right.
So it definitely is not a fan voting thing.
Mm-hmm.
AVN has announced their nominees.
Okay.
That is industry voted. We're not on a voting panel for that. But at the same time, very soon, the fan voting will come out for that. That is typically they do a 1 week or 2 week to nominate in the fan votes. And then they'll do the fan voting kind of middle of December to second week in January, and then go from there. So that's coming up as well. The nominees for when you really look at the AVN Awards, I'll be honest, it's hard to understand and read their website. It's not very well broken down. It's just a big scrolling list. But as I did go through, there are quite a few friends on here that are nominated. So congratulations to them as well. And again, the fan voting should be coming out here soon. We'll be sure to let you know. It'll probably be right around episode 200, I'm sure, within the next week or two. Mm-hmm. What else is going on? Well, as you listen to this, it's the week after Thanksgiving, and we are on our way to the last and final week, or the last and final time that you can head to D.C. for Exotica.
Yes.
As we talked previously, unfortunately, the Chantilly Convention Center is now being turned into a IKEA. So Yeah. Swedish meatballs and furniture that building it drives you freaking insane.
Yep. Because nothing ever quite lines up just right.
Not at all. No. If you're not familiar with IKEA furniture and you're going to buy some, get a drill. It's easier to drill your own hole. At the same time, we do have IKEA furniture in this house. So
you know through experience.
Yeah. I definitely know. As it stands now, from the health and recovery standpoint of me, we will be attending Exotica Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to head out and get there on Saturday afternoon. We'll be there through Sunday early evening. I'm not even going to say Sunday early afternoon because we know it's going to be fucking 6 o'clock and we're going to be like, son of a bitch. We got to drive 4 hours home. Let's go. So
4 hours is better than 8.
Yeah, not even trying anymore. We'll be there all day on Sunday till the end of the day. Still have the AVN trip kind of out there. Just need to make sure work schedules line up and we'll have that booked. So a lot of things coming up, as well as episode 200. We're 2 weeks away at this point. So a lot of stuff. And episode 200, hopefully it pans out the way we're envisioning it. Hopefully it's going to be a fun time and something to remember.
So, who is our guest?
So our guest, I want to thank Lainey, as always. She had reached out with a new client, and again, someone else new to us. You know, we share. There's so many content creators and performers out there that we're not familiar with them all. So when she had reached out, said, well, sure. Like, we're never going to turn down an opportunity to make a new friend and meet someone new. And we had a fun conversation.
We really did.
Awesome person. We talked for a bit prior to, and then we talked for a bit afterwards as well. So has been in the industry for a little while and definitely making a name for herself. Talked about some previous guests and friends of hers that we have mutually in common. So that's always good as well. It helps when someone new comes on and it's, hey, we know from research you worked with this person and that person. And, you slightly name drop and it's like, oh, shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They're awesome. Great. And so it just kind of lays some mutual groundwork. But enough yapping and enough suspense. Let's just cut to our conversation with Haven Rose.
You got a queen sitting in the hot tub, don't making the water all fucking gross. You got a queen sitting in the hot tub. I don't know what it's doing in this bush. I got fight, hot rage, but you see the color away.
Hello and welcome back in the tub for this part of this week's episode. As promised, it's with a very special guest. We want to thank Lainey Spicer for bringing our guest into the tub this evening. Whether light or dark-haired, this mesmerizing, multi-nominated beauty brings it to the screen in many ways. Whether sultry and seductive or her raw passion, she'll leave you wanting more. Fresh off her kink.com debut, she is continuing to show yet another side of herself and her abilities on screen to bring to her fans. Please take a moment and welcome Haven Rose. Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We are
good.
Yeah, we're doing well. As we talked briefly before we started recording, we're trying to stay a little warm here. Welcome to winter time in the Northeast. So, but we're well through the holidays and
Through one holiday.
yeah, through the start of the holidays and kind of getting ready to move forward from there. So we appreciate you taking some time out today. As we get comfortable and get ready to start this conversation, can you take a minute and let the listeners and fans out there know where can they find you online and on social media?
Well, starting with, you can find me on X at Life of Haven Rose and on OnlyFans at TS Haven Rose, along with Instagram at The Only Haven Rose.
All right. And your name is in all of those. That's a pretty rare feat to get in this day and age.
Yeah, it sure is.
So is there, as you list those three, is there one, I guess, whether it be Instagram or Twitter, X, that you do and share more on?
Well, I recently started a new account on Instagram, so I'm posting more on there.
Okay.
X is going to be more of like scene wise and, all of that, more explicit stuff. But the Instagram is going to be more life focused and still a little bit spicy, but, definitely more lifestyle focused.
Yeah, unfortunately, Instagram, you really got to tiptoe and watch that one. So the spicy hot stuff is on X, but the best spicy stuff is definitely going to be on that OnlyFans.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Not going to find anything else out there.
Awesome. Well, again, we thank you for taking some time. And as we really sit here, when Lainey reached out and said, "Hey, I'd like to have her on the show," we'll be honest. Like, there's a lot of performers out there. We had to do research. And just, can you give and help us with some background? So you are a multi-nominated performer. So how long have you been in the industry, and what did that look like as far as a start off for you?
Well, I really just started at the end of 2023, and I really only did maybe 5 professional scenes, because I was just posting on Twitter myself, doing solo stuff, and then doing some collabs, and then, got some professional scenes. And I was actually out of work pretty much all of 2024 due to being with an ex. So I came back extremely strong this year and have had over 40 professional studio scenes. But it definitely was kind of just posting online. I was in nursing before, so that's what I was doing. And the whole other time I was in the ICU, doing wound care and a lot of long-term care. And it was kind of just exhausting. So I was like, oh, let me just start posting online and see where it goes. And then it kind of just went up from there, word of mouth.
and here we are. And so with that, we just learned something again, not aware. And as we did some research, it seemed there was a gap. Essentially we saw some stuff and it was, wow, blonde hair, brown hair, and then this dark hair. It seems like
and that
more
was
recent.
due to the breakup. Yes.
Okay.
I've got to say, I was blonde and then not happy, cute vibe all of last year. I was still posting all of last year, just solo and with him and stuff. Still had a heavy online presence, but then just I was like, nope. My hair was dying. My soul was dying. So I was like, fuck that. Fuck him.
But that from a mental change of that, nothing wrong with that at all. Making just one of those changes. And again, when we first looked, I'm like, wow, the long dark hair, just truly, I don't know what the right word is, but I was like, wow, okay.
Maybe that is just the right word.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
So, and again, to come back, as you just said, 40 scenes just this year with professional studios. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's been a lot. Seriously, because obviously I wasn't filming with anybody else, being with my ex. So when I came back, it was just bam, 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 bam. I had a lot, and already a few of those have gotten nominated for the AVNs.
Congratulations.
And I wasn't able to make it because I was so sick. I'm still kind of a little bit recovering, but
from the nomination party just a few weeks back.
Yeah, the one that was just like a week ago. I
Yeah.
just couldn't, and the X Biz. I couldn't make it. I was so sick.
And yeah, those were literally back to back, I think, within the same week.
Yeah, and it was a Wednesday and a Thursday. I was like, okay, I could never do a Wednesday and a Thursday ever. Anyways.
Yeah, the middle of the week and like okay, and then you still got everything else. It's a unique choice of days
Yeah.
to kind of do those. But yeah, they did just previously happen. So yeah, congratulations on that. I mean, that is again such a short time, and really just kind of crushing it this year.
Yeah, I've got to say, I mean, I don't know if that's like it's got to be around that number for sure. It's been so many, especially with my favorite is definitely working with Jim with Adult Time and Transfix. He's like my favorite, but that's where I've gotten most of my work this year from.
And they are, and we've talked to other performers that we've had on the show. Adult Time is such a great company.
It really is.
With everything they do, and Transfixed is just phenomenal. We've had numerous other trans performers on the show, and it is just they all have nothing but positives to say about Adult Time, about Transfixed, about just working with them. And you see it on the screen when you pull it up and you watch it. Just good storyline wise. There's comedy, there's funny, and it's just a well done finished product.
Yeah, I definitely, and I just like all the people there too. The people that you work with are good people. I love the producer.
And
that all makes a difference.
Without a doubt. And well, it that's great for you. Happy that you're able to find that, and that they keep calling, and you keep getting more scenes.
Yep, that's why it's good. I'm like awesome, and they always tell you, on the side.
Well, so you've had two other recent scenes drop that have definitely hit social media and gotten some good positive reviews. Just recently was with it was the Bullpen series.
Yes, that was fun. I actually went to Alberta, Canada for that. So
nice.
That was several different scenes. I mean, I had one the first night I landed, and then I had another one the next morning, and then a whole orgy. So that was with like 12 other creators. So I think 10 to 12. And then we had a gangbang the next night, just me getting gangbanged by guys. So that was like 4 or 5 scenes that weekend. Oh, and then a girls' sleepover. So yeah, all of that stuff is getting like edited. So that'll be put out soon.
Nice. And then as I said in the intro, your debut with Trans Kink.
Yes.
So
yes,
when something like that, when we see something like that, and we talk to the kink world, the kink genre, really has grown and become more accepted over the last quite a few years. As you kind of started, and were previous to working with them, was that type of scene something that you had envisioned yourself doing, or is it something you kind of grew into and said, hey, yeah, I want to give this a try?
So I'm not going to lie. I didn't really like go in there like knowing exactly what. Like I was like, okay, I could do anything, because I do that. I do have that side of me just naturally to be more dominant. Okay. But I didn't go in there expecting that. So during that debut, it was a little bit like, it was my first things getting to know that, doing that on camera. But I actually just had another scene with Kink that just happened, and it was like way better. I did my first like fisting thing, and that is something that I've never done before. But
Eh,
it's once you get on camera on for them, it just, brings out that other side of you.
and stuff like that is good, within the industry, and we've talked ourselves as well, and shared from our standpoint being swingers for a long while, and in that lifestyle, it's opened up avenues that we never thought of, we never imagined, or we essentially said no to.
Yeah.
So that helping you explore some of your sexuality and some of your kinks and fetishes is great.
Yeah, no, and it lets you let out some anger. I'm like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I can get used to this. Because especially I'm like used to getting, fucked and all that. So it's nice to be the one like being in control. And it is. I recently also did this scene with this new company that's coming out. It's called She Her Girls, and it's like more like T girls topping cis women. So it was really cool. I just had my first scene a couple weeks ago, and I have 2 back-to-back scenes next week. So yeah.
So that the dominant side, and I guess this goes back to the hair color in the light, when you had your light colored hair, that to me was almost girl next door persona, just for me, just mentally. The dark hair took me to the dominant, and I'm like, oh, there's the difference. It immediately clicked with me from that when you just kind of said that. I'm like, the dark really gave that, and there's a big part of me that likes a woman having some dominance that is a turn on. So have you always had that part of you?
So yes, don't get it wrong. The blonde hair, I would still fuck you up in that blonde hair, okay? But I guess it was like kind of better because most guys wouldn't expect it. I mean, they still really don't. But now a lot of guys kind of want that, and it's exhausting. A lot of guys want that. I'm like, oh, it's so much work. Like, I want to be dominated. Like you're supposed to be the one taking care of me. Like, So there's always that battle nowadays, but it's 2025, so everybody wants to be a fucking princess.
Yeah, hey, and what's nice about the industry is, you have some of those changes. You can change the roles, and it's accepted.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. So with your OnlyFans, then that's all studio work we really just kind of discussed. So OnlyFans, is that collaborations? Is there solos? Like what does that look like when somebody joins that site?
So there is a lot of collabs. I still try and make my content to be fun, at least. So especially with my collabs, there'll usually be a little theme or at least something behind it. If not, just getting fucked really good. So no matter what, you'll be pleased. But mostly solo stuff. A lot of people, when they see the studio work, they don't see solo stuff. So like they're used to seeing you get fucked. So like I try and really make my page a lot of dedicated solo stuff so that they think, they know that they're talking to me and they're seeing me. If they request, I usually do a poll and see what people like and what people want to see, and they'll tell me.
Yeah, that's fair. Everybody is looking for something different. So essentially, you would, I hate to assume, but I would assume you offer customs as well.
Yeah, any type of custom, like FaceTime shows, rates, really anything. I mean, to the extent of the rules, for sure. But
yeah. There's always Big Brother looking at something.
Yep. Gotta watch out for that.
Yeah. You never know. because what's good today could be not tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah. So when you had said some of your collabs are kind of themed, or might have some sort of little script or something, are you writing those? Are those coming from you?
No, I mean, most of the time, they're just for funsies. Most of the time you're just you're playing along. Like for example, one with Eva Maxim, we did like a cowgirl theme, like sun tanning thing by the pool. So it's all just like fun things that you make up out of hand. There's not necessarily a script, but there is like the theme. So like we're gonna do this, and like we oiled each other down by the pool with oil, and then we rubbed each other and like did a little strip down, then got in the pool and like made out and stuff like that.
I think
I was gonna say
we've seen that.
I see the wheels
Really?
turning in your head.
We have seen, and Eva Maxim was on the show a few months back.
Yes, love
And
Eva. She's one of my favorites.
Yeah, she was great, and I'm just when you said like the cowgirl type thing, and then I'm going, we watched that at a point when we were prior to research. I'm like, I remember that.
Look at that.
And again, I think that is, if you're able to have fun, because again, yeah, I mean, you have to enjoy what you're doing, and if hey, we can put a little skit together, but you know what? At the end of the day, we're going to have fun. We're going to enjoy ourselves. That's what it's about. Nice.
Exactly, because it's still like work, but might as well have fun with it.
Yeah. And it's different than the studio work, because you have your own ability to do what you want, how you want to do it.
Exactly.
Awesome. So how often are you putting new stuff out on your OnlyFans?
I would like to do more than I can, but it's more of this taking the time to like edit it, really, that takes the majority of the time. So I do have like I said, probably 6 pending scenes, but I at least try to have one release a week or every 2 weeks.
That's fair.
Yeah, if things happen or stuff happens, usually custom requests that they could do, but I try to bring out something new. Definitely something new every month, but definitely every week or every couple weeks for sure.
Well, and especially when you're doing your own editing. I mean,
with editing,
it takes the time to record it, and then
that's a whole nother world when you get to editing. So.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and I'm not gonna lie, I do have the luxury of most of the time I do have somebody editing it for me, but then that takes time too. Waiting for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Waiting for it to get back and go. And at the same time, as you said, I mean, if you're doing as much as you are with studio work, it's balancing studio work and that. And where is the line that you need you time?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I do have a lot of me time, but then I'm always on online. So I'll get on Sex Panther and take live calls. That's what I usually do, live video calls and audio calls. And that takes a lot of my time, but
at the same time, that's as well money as well.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And it's so nice to just take it in your house when you're chilling watching movies.
Definitely.
Like I just bullied a guy just right before I got on here. I made money.
Yeah. Hey, and as you said, that's what I was going to say. When we got on, you had said, "Hey, you know what? It's just kind of a relaxed day. I'm sitting at home and watching a couple movies and just kind of unwinding." So,
yeah,
we do like to talk with our guests about that, because mental health within the industry is a big buzzword. Mm-hmm. What does that, outside of it sitting at home watching some movies, what does mental health and keeping yourself grounded and just your overall well-being look like for you?
Well, I've got to say, like, shopping is definitely one of my other outlets. I mean, whether people think that's healthy or not, I enjoy it. It gives me because I love fashion and like putting together that perfect outfit or finding the perfect this, and it's just like it gives. I don't know. It gives me a fucking adrenaline rush. I don't know what to say. I love it.
Yeah.
But I also love the outdoors. You know, I grew up in Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
So
Nice.
and then moved to Lake Tahoe when I was like 13 and grew
Oh,
and went to high school there. So moving here is kind of like I lost that part of me because there's not much to do. I've done all the hikes, I've done all the things, and there's just not a lot of stuff as I would like to. So you would have to drive, you know. So I'll drive and go on as many hikes as I can. There's some cool hot spring spots, just like 45 minutes outside of Vegas.
yeah.
But yeah, other than that, just really doing me time and either working out or going tanning, doing a spa day. Other than that, I really just do rotting on the couch and watching my shows.
And again, that is, I mean, some people that you can't do that. They need to do something else. But hey, every so often I go constantly, but every so often I'm like, you know what? Just leave me alone. I just need to sit down and turn on some dumbass rerun, and I don't even care. It's just noise in the background and leave me alone.
That's how I am. Like,
Yeah.
I whether I'm watching it or not, I'll probably just put it on and then doom scroll on TikTok or like online shops. Oh, it's just like that's my piece. Okay, like fuck off. I have my little pen. Like I got my snacks. Like my dog's right here. Like
No, well, and there you and I mean, pets are nice, mental health break as well. What kind of dog do you have?
a little Chihuahua Terrier. His name is Carl, and he's like 4 pounds. He's my little baby.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we don't know anything about that size. Our 2-year-old puppy is 115 pounds.
Oh boy.
I don't think he was 4 pounds when he was born.
No, he was what 35 pounds at 8 weeks when we got him.
Yeah.
But he's
Oh
also
my gosh.
he's half Great Dane and half Black Lab. So
Aw.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's a big boy. So I mean, to growing up in Hawaii and then in Lake Tahoe, I mean, yeah, that is, and then you ended up in Vegas. So yeah, the outdoor stuff. I mean, from the hiking and just being away, boy, that's right up my alley. So do you
Yeah.
get back to Hawaii? Is that, is that something that you enjoyed, that you like the area?
I mean, so my brothers still live there,
Okay.
and my dad and my grandma, and I actually went there in April, but
Nice.
due to personal father reasons, it's just will never work out over there. So,
Yeah.
my mom lives in Tahoe with my stepdad, and I love going and seeing them. It's like a quick little drive or a super quick flight. I mean, it's like a 6.5 hour drive, but that's relatively quick, I guess.
And it's almost a direct shot. I'm trying to kind of remember. We vacationed and drove out to Vegas a couple years ago, which, gosh, that was a 38-hour drive for us. But and we came down through part of Utah. And I was going to say, I didn't. That was probably I would think it was about a 7-hour drive. But it's kind of a straight shot. Once you go, you're there. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's pretty much a straight road. I mean, well, that's from it's pretty much because you just take 395 all the way up. Well, either 395, it basically takes you all through. But it's a pretty boring drive. There's nothing but desert, and I usually am always doing it alone. So, and Carl just sleeps the whole fucking time. He does not care. He does not care about me. He'll just go under his blanket and forget about me.
Nice. Yeah, wake me up when we get there.
So
He's
what's
like, I'm not getting your attention, girl.
right? So what's on the radio when you're making a drive like that?
You know, I usually have my Spotify or I'll watch a movie. Like, okay, like honestly, whatever. Maybe that's dangerous, but I will watch a movie because it'll either be a movie that I know and I could hear it and then I'll know what's going on visually, or it'll be something that I want to watch and I can watch it because it's such a straight road that you can literally like watch a movie.
Yeah, and you're not wrong. Out there, yeah, literally, once you leave, Vegas and that Henderson area, like no matter where you're going, it's hours of desert.
It really is.
There's
and
nothing.
it's like there's no windy roads. You're basically going straight.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, we made that trip from Vegas like down to Phoenix at one point, and I'm like, you got to make sure that you fill up the tank with gas because you're gonna you could be stranded in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, and we did that actually on the way out there when we went out to Vegas a few years ago, and we were hauling the camper. We came down, and where was it? We stopped in Beaver, Utah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I know Beaver. That's
and literally we came down out of the mountains from Colorado, and I'm like, ooh, the gas light's on. Ooh, the gas light's on. Ooh, the low fuel light's on. And I'm like, I'm just gonna coast down these hills. And I'm like, ooh, there's something in the distance. Is it a mirage? Oh no, it's Beaver. I was like, we're pulling into Beaver. Our son at the time was 18, and he's like, Dad, I need a shot glass that says I was in Beaver. I'm like,
that's so funny that you're bringing up Beaver. That's always been my halfway point to go back and see my fucking ex because literally Beaver is like the halfway point.
yeah, and literally after that, there was nothing until we got to Henderson. Or Boulder City or whatever it is. I was just like, oh, okay, good thing I made it here and got gas.
And we do have a shot glass that says I love Beaver.
Yeah.
Love Beaver. Good to be Beaver.
So, other question I got, we always like to find out. So, growing up on the islands, and now you're in the Vegas area, and the food scene in those is so different. If you went if you opened up your refrigerator right now, what are 3 things that you have to have in it?
Chocolate milk, whipped cream, and what else do I have in there that I need to have? Usually like my probiotic yogurt drinks because I have Crohn's disease.
Okay.
And my belly needs to be okay. And I usually try and have some fruit in there.
Well balanced.
And a lot of condiments. But other than that, other than that, we eat out a lot. We're doing a lot of girl dinners. We just kind of piece together.
Yeah, and there's plenty of variety out there. But you said condiments. I mean, and that is, Mrs. always goes about that because I am I probably have 18 different hot sauces in the refrigerator, and I'm in the food business during the day, and at night I run a restaurant, so I always got something. And I'm like, yeah, there's so many different hot sauces and dressings, and it's like, yeah, I'll use half of it, and I'll use some later on, but there's always a condiment for something.
Yeah, so you always need one whenever. I've realized, especially moving, because I've moved a lot. And I've lost a lot of, condiments moving and lost a lot of stuff. I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't have that one. You really do need a certain type of hot sauce for a certain type of dish. You have to.
Well, we did that when the fridge died. When the refrigerator died and we had to, replace stuff. And it was like, okay, we're just going to get, the staples, ketchup, mayonnaise, that kind of stuff. And then there was stuff that was oh, shoot.
Yeah, as soon as you go to eat dinner, you're like, son of a bitch, I don't have that one.
Right. It's you need... I have 5 different hot sauces for different stuff.
Yeah.
Sriracha, Tapatio, Tabasco, all
Yeah. It's there. It's funny. Some people are just like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, no. My mother came over and she was like, I'm like, that's it. You got to have this stuff. You never know. So, the other thing we wanted to chat about as we kind of get through, we're coming into a half hour here. Conventions. So you had said earlier that you're nominated for some AVNs. You've been nominated for some T Awards. When it comes to conventions and award shows, are those things that you look forward to attending? Are there ones that you have attended in the past, or ones that you haven't and want to attend in the future?
Yeah, so the ones that I've been nominated for, I've went to, like, last year was my first T Awards, and that was so much fun. It was honestly, like, first I went to the AVNs and it was a little bit disappointing. I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie. Like, it was a little bit, I guess what I would say is the best word to subscribe it. Wait, to fucking describe it. Why was I saying subscribe it? To describe it would be to be like commercialized. I don't know. There's so many people there, like just so many to where you didn't even you didn't even feel like you could. I don't know. There's just a lot for me. So T's was a lot more like consolidated. Everybody kind of got their like time or what you can say with everybody.
That's good.
I went to Exotica, which was a lot. I mean, because you can be with anybody and everybody from the public. So there's a lot of grabby hands, but it was fun. I mean, it was fun. It was definitely an experience. The after parties, if I could show you my camera roll, I mean, it was crazy. It was good.
Yep, and Exotica, we talked briefly before we started the recording. Exotica, New Jersey is definitely a packed event. Chicago and New Jersey are both the same, and we definitely when it comes to like the after parties, especially at the host hotel. We tend to avoid,
We avoid them.
Yes, so we do stay at the host hotels, and it's kind of like okay, we'll stay with the lifestyle and the other. Like we stayed over in the bar area and everything in the lobby this year at the Sheraton on the 2 nights. It was like all right, and that was for performers, vendors, and lifestyle.
Yeah.
So we just like, all right, we'll stay there, and then we'll eventually like make our way outside and like have a cigar and a drink with some friends at the end of the night. But we've done the after party like once or twice, and it's like, yeah, no, this is a little too a little too jammed in and
I was
crazy.
going to say, too many people
Yeah,
in a
I
small
ended
space.
up in I ended up in New York City with 2 random guys that night.
Oh, well,
So where it was so funny.
and New York really isn't that far. I mean, you're a 20-minute Uber ride, 25-minute Uber ride. So, but
Yeah.
but the fact that that's how it ended is like, oh boy, okay.
And that was just like this. It's just what happens. You add some alcohol in there, it gets a little crazy.
Yeah, and they are long nights. I think Saturday night this year. Typically on Saturday nights we open up our room to performer friends to come in afterwards just to relax if they need to, have a drink, have some food, whatever, and kind of kick back. Literally this year it was 5 a.m. on Sunday morning, and we were like, ah, shit. Hey, yo, it's time to go. We need to go to bed. We've been sitting in this room just drinking and having
Bullshitting.
charcuterie and bullshitting for since 11 o'clock. I'm like, it's 5 in the morning.
Like, pack it up.
We're like, oh shit, we need to go to bed because we still got a 5.5 hour drive home at the end of the convention on Sunday.
Yeah, me and my friend actually extended our trip, like I said, and went to the city and had a whole girls' night, and it was so much fun. Oh my god, love her.
Nice.
Tiffany time, love her.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, and did that, but it was worth it.
Yeah,
honestly.
and it is. They are a good experience. I mean, so like from from meeting your fans and seeing your fans, it really is a good thing, and that's why we ask, hey, where are your fans going to be able to see you? So, are you planning on going to AVN this year, or are you, or not?
So this is it all depends on how I feel. So I'm getting my boob redone on the 7th of January. So depending on healing wise, because when does it fall on? Do you know the date?
It is
end.
so we get into Vegas on the 18th. I think it's like the 21st through the 24th. I think the awards are the 24th. So yeah, you'll be 2 weeks out.
I mean, I'm a
awards.
strong cookie, so it all depends, but it is like pretty intense this one because it's my second round. So yeah, well, it all depends, but 100% definitely the tease. But who knows? I could just like pop out. I could just like pop out real quick.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. And yeah, this is going to be our first year coming out for the AVN Awards, and it's like we have heard. Look, it's crazy, it's busy. Yeah, from our standpoint of being able to do interviews and stuff, they said it's just extremely crazy. And
Yeah.
from that standpoint, if we're there we don't want to do an interview and take 10 to 15 minutes from someone when they can see two fans and make money in that 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We try to show that professional courtesy to someone.
Oh my God, maybe I will come with my injured tit and like maybe I'll pull that sympathy tit card, and then get extra tips.
Yeah.
I'll be like, maybe I'll like pull a wheelchair moment, and because I can't, I don't know if I'll be, it all depends on how I feel.
No.
Right.
Yeah, and without a doubt, just coming 2 weeks out of surgery, yeah, you don't know how you are going to be healed through, how it's going to recover, and
Yeah, so I'm excited. I may or may not, depending on how I feel.
yeah, no, yeah, definitely, and then I mean, yeah, so you have the teas. And the thing is, right before AVN is X3 and XBiz, and I mean, you're going to be a week out of surgery at that point, so yeah, that's not going to be a thing, but.
Yeah, but definitely the teas and,
Play it by ear from there.
Yeah.
play it by ear.
Yeah.
Play it by tit.
Awesome. So before we get going, is there any maybe project or something you're looking forward to upcoming that you can without giving too much away, give a little peek under the hood?
I mean, definitely the kink one that I was mentioning before. Yep. Like, I know I mentioned a little bit, but that one's going to be a big one. I mean, this one was way bigger than the debut. I know the debut, like, oh, yeah, it's your first one. But I was a little, like, nervous stepping into it. This one, I was confident, 100% walking into that role. And me and both and the producer were both very happy. So awesome. I'm not sure when it's even going to drop, probably in the next few months. But that one for sure. And my upcoming 2 scenes are with very, very pretty girls. And it is for her girls. I just want to say that again. Yeah. And, they were super cool. So, yeah.
Awesome. So a few things, so a few special things coming outside of the norm here in the near future to keep an eye out for.
Probably the Christmas content you will be seeing. I don't know exactly what it is going to be yet, but I'm working on it this week. So think just a sexy Christmas tree. Okay.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah.
My interest is piqued.
Yes. We're gonna have to keep eyes out for that one. All right.
Yeah, bells in the butt. Maybe that's another.
Awesome.
New meaning to with bells on.
Yeah.
Ding-a-ling.
Well, again, we appreciate your time. We appreciate you taking time out of your day to sit here and talk and share a little bit about you and who you are with us, so we can share that with our listeners and with your fans. We definitely wish you the best. Good luck on these nominations out there now, and in the future.
Thank you. Yes, I have my fingers crossed for the upcoming ones that have not been announced yet. Hopefully they're good. I'm sure.
Awesome. Well, one more time before we go, can you let the listeners know where can they find you online and on social media?
Yes. So starting with X, it's going to be Life of Haven Rose. And the OnlyFans is TS Haven Rose. And the Instagram is The Only Haven Rose.
Perfect.
Again,
Nice.
there we go.
All right. Well, again, we thank you so much. And hey, depending on how you're feeling and if you're around, we look forward to our paths crossing and getting to meet you live in person at some point in the future. Possibly at AVN when we're out in Vegas. Again, if you're feeling up to it, best of luck to you with surgery and all of that. Mm-hmm. We know unexpected things. You never know what happens there. So you hope for the best all the time.
Yeah, thank you. I
All
appreciate that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, and have a good rest of your evening.
Thank you. You too. Have a good night.
Well, that about wraps it up.
Until next time.
Don't forget to follow us on our social medias. Berg Couple for Fun on Twitter and Instagram. The Bergs on Facebook and Reddit. OnlyFans
Yeah.
is... What's the OnlyFans? There's two of them.
There are.
Did you... yeah, I remember that one. There's two of them. So, there is ours.
Mm-hmm.
Is Berg Couple for Fun. But then...
Mm-hmm.
Then...
Yes.
Mrs.
Mm-hmm.
has her own.
That's right.
Oh. And that is...
Mrs. Berg.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, you can catch us there as well. You can hit us up on email, thebergs@inourtub.com.
Right?
Our website is inourtub.com.
Mm-hmm. Catch us on Free Swap or...
Full.
Yeah, full. Free Swap. Full Swap Radio.
I mean,
See, you asked me if I remember my
free
lines.
for all swap. I mean, hey.
On
more the
Full Swap
merrier.
Radio.
Yes. Monday at 9 and Fridays at 1. And hey, keep an eye out on those social medias that's where our travel plans and the upcoming where we gonna be is gonna be. So, with that, remember to pay for your porn. Support all the wonderful, beautiful content creators and performers that we have on this show, that we know within the industry. Take care of yourself, mental health. Do what makes you keep ticking and being yourself. Remember to wrap it before you tap it. Lick it before you stick it. And until next time.
We'll keep the lights on and the tub warm for you.
I got